welcome to the homestead. Well, Lee came up from the city to join me today, and a couple of days ago he came up with a trailer full of those pallets and that wood. And so we need to unload those pallets and that wood because we need the trailer to go into the city to buy the replacement boards for the next cottage so we can get started. Because remember, all those floorboards were ruined, and so we have to replace all the floorboards, and that's a shame, but it is what it is. And so first thing we got to do is get that trailer unloaded. So come on, let's do it. Okay, with that task done, it's now to move over to the other area where we need to figure out which boards we have to replace. Now we know we need floorboards, but how many do we need? So we'll head over that direction and we'll figure that out. Okay, with all the boards reviewed, we know what we need to get, and so we're off to the city. We're going to get some 4x4s and also the replacement boards for the floor. So, let's go to the city.
We have a storm coming in tonight, coming in right now. Wind's kicking up and stuff, so Brenda's going the extra mile to try to protect this little awning that we've got over this little pool. Make sure the wind doesn't catch it, rip it out of the ground and tear it up. We were lucky last time, it just flipped over on its upside down and didn't really hurt anything. But we want to make sure that it doesn't hurt anything. By tying the corners up of the screen, it should help air pass through there better and not get captured and try to blow it up like a big umbrella. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know if you can see behind me or not, but you will. We need to secure the tarp that's on this lumber that Brenda just sorted out for the next build. The wind's already caught it and folded it up over itself, so we got to get some bungee cords and bungee it down so that it'll stay in place. Okay, that should work for now, as long as we don't get hurricane winds. Although, there is a hurricane coming. We're inland, so we won't get the hurricane, but we might get a good portion of that storm. So, on to other things. Okay, I think that just about does it. For the loose cardboard anyway, there's still some other stuff we need to clean up. This trash can's now full. I'm going to take it over there and secure it so that the wind doesn't scatter it all over the property.
Just doing some dinking around the garden. I'm going to go ahead and put some netting underneath one of the watermelons that's growing pretty big size. And look, got myself a strawberry. Pretty. Let's see how it tastes. Actually, it tastes good. The last one I ate kind of puckered me up really bad and made me go like that. It was real sour. This one wasn't real sour. Wasn't real sweet either, but it wasn't real sour. There's several different types, not types. Anyway, there's several different strawberry plants, different kinds of fruit. So it's just figuring out which one I like the best and then only planting the one I like the best. However, I've only gotten a couple of strawberries. Some of them came ripe and overripe, started shriveling before we got to the property weeks back. And I hear that if you let things die on the vine, they stop producing because they think that they've multiplied because they made seed. So that might be what happened to some of them, is that when we weren't here to collect the strawberries and they shriveled up and died on the plant said, okay, don't need to produce any more flowers. And without flowers, no strawberries. So, I don't know. Who knows? Anyhow, going over here to the watermelon. Oh, I've got another cantaloupe. Check this out. It's down here. You see that? There we go. Also right. There we go. Right there. It's really hard to show you with this camera because the stand gets in the way when I'm trying to lift it up. But anyway, I have a watermelon down there that needs to be netted, and one over, I believe, on the other side. I think I showed you them not too long ago, but they're getting pretty darn big. Let me go ahead and show you the biggest one I got. He's pretty big size. And then this one, which is a different brand. A little bit smaller. Right here's my corn. I've already taken 3 cobs off. They're very little, like this big, but edible. The first one was really good. The second one was tough, and the third one just had, I don't know, a few puffs of corn, like 20 little kernels all over the place. They were big, but they were very sparse. Here's one. They say if they can snap off, it's one of those sparse ones. Isn't that funny? So, okay, I've got corn, not a lot of it, just need to learn how to do it, but just snapped right off. That one might be okay. I'll have to give it to Lee, cook it for him so he can try the corn. Hey Lee, I picked you dinner.
Hey.
A little on the sparse side.
Hey, look at the weird looking pattern.
I know, they didn't all, it's like popcorn that doesn't all pop. Anyway, I'll look and see if there's any other. One of the things that I need to do next year is I need to keep some type of a date chart, put it inside the tunnel, and keep track of when I plant it, when something starts to fruit, so I know how long approximately things need to go, because I really don't know how long each of these watermelons take to get to the time it's to harvest. They say when the little curly Q turns brown, so I'm kind of looking for that. But the one that first gave me fruit over there, it hasn't turned brown yet, so I guess it's not ready yet. It's about yay big, and but I don't want to over ripen these, and I just don't really know. So I think that might be a good idea, just to kind of keep a chart. When I seed, when something sprouts, when it fruits, or flowers maybe, when it flowers, when it fruits, and just kind of keep a chart so I can kind of get familiar with what goes on in a garden and how to actually do this. Anyway, that's about it. I think we might put up a canopy, but I'm not real sure. Skies are getting dark because of the rain, and that's on its way, and I'm hearing thunder in the background. What we're doing now is we're putting this awning up. Lee went to the storage unit and brought it, and so we're going to put the awning up, but instead of putting the normal plastic type of tarp on, we're going to put the shade cloth on, so that these particular vegetables, the tomatoes and the cucumbers, their leaves are curling. They're not liking this heat, this direct sunlight. So I'm hoping that by putting this shade cloth over the top, and they'll only get the sun part of the time, it will cause them to not stress so much, because they're having a lot of leaf stress. And so earlier I took this watermelon that had been growing in the seed bed that I had planted. He was left behind, and I just left him there. Every so often walk by and put a little water in it. But anyway, he got really good size and he's happy. But I just transplanted him in one of the buckets that I had the potatoes in, since I emptied the potatoes out, and hopefully he'll live. And then also my 2 banana trees that I had outside, I went ahead and I transplanted in the 2 big buckets that I've been meaning to do. Since it's all cloudy today, it's perfect because the weather is not hot at all. And so that gives them this evening into tomorrow before the sun starts beating down on them, and that will be helpful because they've been kind of shaded for a portion of the day, in morning time at least, over there under the tree. They did get the afternoon sun, but not all day. So hopefully they'll do just fine, and they won't go into too much shock, because they're pretty darn good size. And that would just be a tragic shame if those died. I just still have 2 inside. They're doing really well, and I also have a watermelon and a cantaloupe inside that they're growing. They're not as great as the ones outside, but like all the stuff inside, they're not dead. They're still growing, but they're not as happy as the ones outside. Anyway, I'm gonna help Lee with this awning. The awning is really nice size. It's really a lot bigger than I thought. It covers everything. So now what I'm hoping is that the bananas are at the back side. They're going to get shaded. So I really do hope that they get enough full sun. They're used to tropical weather, so I'm sure they'll be perfectly fine under the shade. And that one's not going to be in the shade until later, when this tree shades that corner, which I don't know, it does it like at 4 o'clock or something like that. It gets a little shade over there in that corner. And because this tomato right here, this first tomato, also got some shade later in the afternoon and evening. And so hopefully everything will be happy that we're giving it some shade through the day. But it looks really good. It looks like a professional garden, I'm telling you. Too bad it's not. well, we've got the awning poles and everything, the framework put up. It doesn't look like it's going to storm, but it got kind of still again. The winds kind of stopped, but it's still got some black clouds above us, so who knows. Anyway, I think that's all we're going to do in the garden today. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and share and press the notification bell and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow on the homestead. Bye-bye now.